Struggle with FBA and FBM? Hi, welcome to eProlo Academy, your ultimate resource for mastering e-commerce. Whether you're new to Amazon selling or looking to refine your Amazon strategy, we're here to break down these two fulfillment methods and help you choose the best one for your business. Now, let's get started. To begin, let's define what FBA and FBM actually are. FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, where Amazon takes care of storing, packing, shipping, and even handling customer service for your products. As an FBA seller, you only need to manage your inventory and replenish it when necessary. This method allows you to focus more on your product selection, marketing, and things that can grow your business, while Amazon takes care of the logistics. On the other hand, FBM refers to fulfillment by merchant, where the seller handles everything from storage to packing and shipping. FBM is divided into two primary types: direct shipping and overseas warehousing. If you are using direct shipping, you store your products in your own warehouse and ship each order individually to your customers. In contrast, with overseas warehousing, you send your inventory in bulk to a third-party warehouse located in your target market, and the warehouse handles the local fulfillment once an order is placed. So why would some Amazon sellers choose to work with overseas warehouses? Well, many sellers are located in countries far from their target market, such as sellers based in China, India, or France, who want to sell to customers in the US or other countries. For these sellers, working with overseas warehouses can improve efficiency and reduce shipping costs. Similar to Amazon fulfillment centers, the overseas warehouses would handle everything about logistics. Now that you know what FBA and FBM are, let's take a deeper dive into how each fulfillment method works in practice. With FBA, the process begins with labeling your products with a given code. This code is used by Amazon to track your inventory. Once your products are labeled, you ship your inventory to Amazon's fulfillment center, which can be done by air or sea freight. After the inventory is received, Amazon takes over. They store your products in their fulfillment centers, pack them when an order comes in, and ship them directly to customers. Not only does Amazon handle the packing and shipping, but they also take care of after-sale service, returns, and exchanges for you. This makes FBA a hands-off option for sellers who don't want to deal with the intricacies of fulfillment. On the other hand, with FBM, the process works quite differently. If you're handling direct shipping, you would keep stock in your own warehouse or another facility. When an order is placed, you manually pack the product and book an international shipping service such as DHL, FedEx, or UPS to ship it to the customer. You then upload the tracking number to Amazon for their records. This process requires more attention and effort on your part because you need to handle all aspects of the order fulfillment, including logistics. Alternatively, if you're using an overseas warehouse, you would send your bulk inventory to a 3PL warehouse, which would handle the storage and packing. When an order is placed, the warehouse picks, packs, and ships the order locally to the customer. That's how these two fulfillment methods work. The question is, which one is best for your business? You might have heard many sellers recommend FBA over FBM, but why do so many sellers prefer FBA? Let's break it down. First, FBA takes much of the workload off your plate. With FBA, Amazon handles all the packing, shipping, and returns, so you don't have to worry about these manual tasks. This is a huge advantage, especially for sellers looking to scale their business. You will have more time to grow your business instead of stucking with repetitive work. Plus, when you use FBA, your products are eligible for the Prime badge. If a customer sees that a product is Prime eligible, they know your product is trustworthy. Amazon Prime is trusted by customers for its fast, reliable delivery, and offering this benefit to your customers can give you a competitive edge. Another key benefit of FBA is that fulfillment fees for small items are generally cheaper than the fees associated with FBM. For example, FBA is typically cheaper for items like clothing, electronics, and small accessories, since the cost of storage and fulfillment is lower. For small, fast-moving products, FBA might be an efficient solution. Plus, some sellers choose FBA because their competitors are using FBA. So, To stay competitive, they will choose FBA too. However, it's important to note that FBA isn't always the most cost-effective option. For larger or heavier items, FBA can be very expensive, especially when counting in storage fees and higher fulfillment fees. This is why some sellers choose FBM instead. FBM works best for specific types of products. Let's take a look at some examples. First, large or heavy items like furniture, gym equipment, and home appliances tend to generate high FBA fees due to the additional storage and fulfillment costs associated with larger products. In this situation, FBM can be a better choice, as you'll be able to better control shipping costs to maintain profitable. Next, if you sell custom products like personalized gifts, FBM is a better fit. These items often require individual production and don't need to be stored in bulk, which makes them ideal for FBM. With FBA, you would be required to store a larger quantity of products, which can increase your storage costs, especially if your products are not sold quickly. For low-volume products, FBM is also more cost-effective. If you sell items with low demand or low sales volume, storing them at an Amazon fulfillment center may not be the best idea. Amazon charges long-term storage fees for products that sit idle for extended periods, so FBM allows you to avoid these additional costs by fulfilling orders yourself or using an overseas warehouse. Lastly, restricted items, such as hazardous materials or certain chemicals, cannot be stored in Amazon's FBA centers. In this case, FBM is your only option because Amazon won't accept these items for storage. When deciding your fulfillment method, you have to factor in their costs as they directly impact your profit margins. No matter if it is FBA or FBM, the fixed costs include production costs, labeling, and packaging. Plus, Amazon charges sellers monthly subscription fees. The difference lies in the fulfillment methods you choose. For FBA sellers, you need to factor in bulk shipping fees to get your products to Amazon's fulfillment centers, as well as storage and fulfillment fees. The total costs depend on the size and weight of your products and how long they sit in the fulfillment centers. For FBM, if you're doing direct shipping, your costs will include international shipping fees for each order, depending on the courier you use, like DHL or FedEx. If you're using an overseas warehouse, you'll generate additional costs like bulk shipping fees to send your inventory to the warehouse, storage fees, and fulfillment fees. Now you've got the basics of FBA and FBM, so how do you choose the one? Let's use a 5-step checklist to help you decide. First, ask yourself, can you bulk produce your products? If you need to customize each product, FBM is likely the better option. Second, check what your competitors are using. If most of your competitors are using FBA, it's worth considering FBA to stay competitive. Third, calculate your costs of using Amazon FBA and FBM. Compare them to determine which one makes financial sense for your business. Fourth, check for any restrictions on FBA, such as size or category limitations that may affect your product. And finally, test your strategy. You can run both methods at the same time for a short time to compare which is more profitable. FBA and FBM both have their pros and cons, so it's important to choose the option that aligns with your business needs. That's all for this video, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more, and drop any questions in the comments below. Good luck with your Amazon journey,